We have been born and studied in Czech Republic. We live now in Canada, but we worked for about 25 years in China.
And we were vacationing in Australia.
So we got quite a bit of idea about cross-continental relationships and experience in working as architects.
We had the experience from this country, from Czech Republic, where we were born. When we were practicing here after the school, we learned a lot from our colleagues, and especially Dr. Jiří Ševčík. When we were building something, we have a very limited material and possibility what to do. When we get to Canada, there was a lot of choices of materials and so on. So we have to learn technicalities, how to design a building, how to pick the materials, and learn working drawings and technical solution for the architecture. When we got to China, we can use the both. We can use the creativity which we learn here, and we use the technical knowledge from the North America, which is a very professional and very good system how to design, how to technically design the buildings.
But I would say that one thing helped us a lot through our career, and that is the little research we have done here as students, which was the idea of image of the city as introduced by Kevin Lynch in the US in the early 60s. And it was just a bit by coincidence that we happened to do the same research. We used the same methodology in the city, which is called Most, M-O-S-T, which means bridge in Czech language. It is a city in northern Bohemia, and at that time, that city was under tremendous pressure because the old city was completely demolished in order to provide space for a bit of coal that was underneath the city, so the coal could be mined from surface mine. And all the people were moving to a newly built part of the city at the time. And we were somehow fortunate enough to be able to get the idea, the image they carried in their heads, in their minds, of the old city structure, historically grown, as well as the new city structure that was based on the best principle of modernistic urban design and architecture. So I think we carried this knowledge, maybe not even knowing, and we have done some really successful projects based on some ideas and philosophy we learned from this research.
It's the key to understand the urban design today and how to build the cities of the 21st century, because there is a lot of problems which we have to deal with, including the change in the climate, including the new way of communicating in between people, and a lot of our problems. So we have to get ready for different problems, different situations which we have to deal with. It's not just the technical problem, it's social problem mainly.
If your old alma mater calls, you accept, right? So it's a pleasure to be back here. But mainly, I think we have really developed practice or way of working and designing based on touching other fields of expertise or other subjects or other ideas. So not only image of a city as such is basically partly psychology of environment, or you can say it really touches upon sociology as well, but we've been known for being able to understand well the logic and the thinking behind commercial developments. We've been known to be able to cooperate with developers, hopefully well. And so I think this is why we are here, because we are not purely architects in the sense of modernistic ideas of 20th century. We are really truly trying our best to develop buildings that would fit the needs of the contemporary society. I think that's what it is.
We were fortunate enough to be twice in our life in a right time, in a right place. One was when we were doing this research in the city of Most, because there was a very short period of time when those two cities were still at some point together. So we can do that. The other point was when we get to China, because we had a lot of opportunities. We had a chance to design and eventually complete or build many large-scale projects. So we had a chance to really practice, and this experience give us, this specific experience give us the opportunity to see the problem of architecture today from very different point of view. Not only the cultural one, because China is a totally different culture, and they have a totally different set of values which has to be accepted. But also we see the problems which our colleagues are having here, because they are still carrying in many ways the burden of the social period of the communist and all those things. So we have a chance by this invitation to actually introduce a little different point of view on a very old profession.